A question I get asked a lot is, how do you manage to do all of that next to your 9 to 5? And today I'm going to tell you exactly how I did it and how I do it. The 3 most important things that made my side hustle actually work without burning me out. Because let's be honest, time is limited, energy is limited, but efficiency, that's something we can build. At the beginning of my business journey, I was really inefficient. It took me hours to create a single post. My writing was slow and not great. And I barely had time left to create products or sell them. But over time, with systems, practice, and a bit of help with ChatGPT, I got faster. Now I can do more in one focused hour than I used to do in an entire evening. Today, I'll share the 3 pillars that keep my business run smoothly next to my full-time job. I'm a morning person now, but I didn't used to be. 10 years ago, I loved to sleep in. Now, I love waking up at 6 or 7 a.m., even on weekends. Those 2 quiet hours in the morning, they are my superpower. That's when I create my masterclasses, schedule content, and write my newsletter. It's quiet, no notifications, everyone is still sleeping, no distractions, just flow. If you're a night owl, that might be your time instead. Try both. See when your energy feels the highest. But here's something important. Waking up early should not mean sleeping less. A few years ago, I tried the 5 a.m. Club by the book by Robin Sharma, and it just made me exhausted. What matters is quality sleep and consistency. I just stood up at 5 a.m., but I still went to bed at 11, and that was way not enough sleep for me. My boyfriend, for example, goes to bed at 2 a.m. So my compromise with him and with me is 10 p.m. It gives us time together before I go to bed, and I can still get up at 6 a.m. in the morning. My morning routine is based on the Savers method from the Miracle Morning book by Hal Elrod. S means silence, so meditating right after I wake up. A means affirmations. So yes, I talk to myself in the mirror every day. I tell myself I love you and that it's gonna be okay. V is for visualization. I watch my 1-minute dream life video and I visualize myself living in that house, in that business, helping the people, and so on. E stands for exercise. Short workouts, walking or stretching. Just a little bit of waking up. R stands for reading. Sometimes I just read while breakfast, but most of the time I skip that. S is for scribing. Journaling to clear my mind and my head before starting working on my business. After that, I usually have 30 to 40 minutes are left to work on my business before my 9 to 5 job. And if this feels overwhelming, I really recommend you start small. I didn't start with all those those 6 steps. I started with one small step at a time, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. Just wake up 5 minutes earlier this week. Try it. And then next week you continue with 10 minutes. Build it slowly. Start with 2 minutes of meditation and see how it goes. Practice. The goal is consistency and not perfection, okay? The next point is saying no. Saying no is one of the hardest things for introverts, but it's also one of the most powerful ones. Especially living in Vienna, like a big city, I could go to networking events every single evening. And each one sounds interesting, full of opportunities. But here's the truth. If I go out every night, I have no energy left to actually build my business. We've been trained to be people pleasers, to feel rude if we say no to a party. But as introverts, I tell you, please say no. This can be fatal if you say yes to every party, because when your energy is gone, you have nothing left for your goals and your business. After a year of attending way too many events, I found myself in the sweet spot. Maximum 3 evenings a week. That gives me enough rest and time to create. Now, before saying yes, I ask myself, will this move me forward? Does this align with my future self? Will it drain or fuel my energy? If the answer is it's draining my energy, then it's a no. And when I started saying no more often, I found more time to create and also to get ideas again and more peace in my life. Remember, every no to something draining is a yes to your dream life. If a no for you feels rude, I have a small hack for you. Just always say, let me check my calendar first. That gives you a little of wiggle room to check, to have some time to think and answer the questions. Will this move me forward? Does this align with my future self? Will it drain or fuel my energy? And then you can reply with, no, unfortunately, I don't have time, or I don't have energy for that anymore. And it's not that rude anymore. And you have time to think if it's actually draining you or refueling you. The third step, and my secret weapon, is focus. The foundation of focus is knowing your why. That's why it's one of my first chapters of my time management course. My vision, to help 1 million introverted women succeed on their own terms, authentically, keeps me going every day. Well, most of the days. Even when things are hard. Even when I've invested over 10,000 euros into my business with no return yet. It sounds risky. But if you believe in your mission, you'll do unusual things. If you don't know your why yet, check out my free masterclass in the link below. Find your inner compass. But let's talk about focus and how to actually focus. I used to have massive to-do lists. Too many ideas, too many tasks, it left me paralyzed. So I deleted everything. I didn't move my business forward. Now I have just 3 to 4 tasks per day. That's it. Because overwhelm kills productivity. And when I sit down, my goal is to enter flow state. That mental space where time disappears and you're 100% immersed. Psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi called it flow. It's one of the most powerful productivity tools. Here's how I get there. First, I focus on small, slightly challenging steps. Small things that I can do now. I remove distractions, phone, noise, clutter. I have water and snacks ready so I don't have to get up to the kitchen. I play calm, lyric-free music to prevent my brain from overthinking. And I take short breaks every hour. It's part of the Pomodoro technique. Don't study how to focus. Practice it. Start with 20 minutes, then build it up to 60. Our brains aren't made to focus longer than 90 minutes. So take breaks as well. Breaks are as important to focus and productivity than actually working. And then during the breaks, small hack, don't scroll. Don't go on social media. Look outside, move your body, let your mind rest. Let your eyes look at something differently. That's where real creativity comes back. So, those are the 3 things that help me run my side hustle. Next to my 9 to 5. Mornings as my superpower, saying no, and then focus and going into the flow state. These are simple, but so powerful. You can practice them, you can stay consistent with them, and you will get successful and productive. Because if you can master your time and your energy, you can build anything. So here's your action step for today. Okay, today. Take a look at your 24 hours. Where can you find your quiet time? What can you say no to this week? And what's one small system you can build for more focus. It's possible to grow your business next to a full-time job without hustle, without burnout. You just need a reason that fuels you and the systems to support it. Let me know in the comments below what your biggest takeaways are and what you are doing now in your action step for today. And if you want to know your why, check out the link below. And if you want to go deeper, we can also schedule a one-on-one free introduction session, and we'll figure out together. Okay? Thank you for watching.